What's up, folks? How's it going? I haven't made a lot of videos because I've been very uninspired, or just unable to put my thoughts together. Well, I guess that would be as usual. But today I kind of want to talk about my last video, God Bless a Good Christian, which I received mostly positive responses to. But I received, several comments that I found to be awesome. Things that encouraged me. Christians who agreed with my analysis that, a lot of these Christians are not really Christians. But also some very angry atheists who, I don't know, obviously maybe never watched any of my other videos and understood my positions, but who said things along the lines of, what does it matter, what they think, or what does it matter if they're nice, if they say that good thing, they're still Christians doing this, that, and the other. Well, I have a bone to pick with that position, and a bone to pick with myself for my own poor use of rhetoric, or my, my overuse of angry rhetoric. I have said probably hundreds of times on these videos that Christians are stupid. And I still think that when someone makes a decision based on nothing other than faith in something that doesn't exist, that they're being stupid or crazy or a little bit of both. But obviously all the Christians aren't stupid, because then the world wouldn't even run, because in this country most of the motherfuckers are Christians and they're still doing their jobs and driving their cars and not killing everybody, so they're obviously not that stupid. That seems like something you wouldn't have to explain, but maybe it is. Don't get me wrong, my dislike of organized religion remains as strong as ever, if not stronger, the more I learn about the world. And my firm my position that there is no deity involved in our daily lives remains constant. But I think my rhetoric must change, or it must evolve with the times, all right? Because, if we can't find anything good about these people, we're never going to be able to help them change, man. And I don't do this just for me, or I don't say these things or have these wishes for the world just for my benefit. I'm not that selfish. I would be very happy if the very awesome people, some of the very awesome people that I know that are Christians, I would be very happy if they were to wake up from their delusion. And I'm never going to get them to do that if I'm constantly calling them all stupid. I think that rhetoric has a place, though. Okay? I think it has a place in getting people's attention. But it's not always appropriate for the group that we're dealing with here, especially when we're trying to influence atheists. Fiery rhetoric has the most effect on people you're trying to, militarize or get up in arms, and that's not my goal. People talk of militant atheists. I don't know what they mean by that exactly. Do they mean people who are very adamant in their beliefs? Well, then that I can support. But militant atheists would be something we wouldn't want, because that would necessarily imply some sort of fanaticism that I'm not interested in. That you have to pick what's good. You have to look for what's good in things, all right, in order to convince these people that they're not losing anything by getting rid of their religion, man. That's why I talked about things like the golden rule, things like, treat others as you wish to be treated, if that's the golden rule. I don't remember. But treat people like you wish to be treated. That's a very good sentiment that most people can fucking get behind. And Christians that at least have some understanding of their prophet can understand, letting them know that I understand what's positive about their religion is going to have more effect on them than me telling them what's retarded about it. Okay? Because then all they see is bile and hatred and anger, which is not all I possess, me personally, and not all of you. Okay? But it's just what I put out there because I want to get people's attention. But I fear that it's not appropriate for getting the attention of Christians, and I fear that this much rhetoric and anger has a bad effect on atheists, especially you younger folks. Not to patronize too much, but you are extremely, extremely impressionable. Which is why people like Pat Condell are a major danger. Okay? I rhymed. Because he has fiery rhetoric that gets people pumped up, but his politics are bullshit. Take an example from me. Every once in a while, I forget, that not all the Muslims are fucking crazy. Okay, they're not all crazy, obviously. You think that's an obvious thing, but it slips the mind, man. Because when all you hear is negativity, that's all you know about a group of people, man. It's like, I find the best way to diffuse people's argument is to interject a little bit of kindness, decency, and rationality. People freaking out about this mosque or whatever, with the protesting of the mosque. People were saying, some liberal person that I saw was talking about how, the people protesting the mosque makes them hate America, okay, because we're all ignorant or something. And then the people who heard that said, well, we hate you because you hate America. What the hell's wrong with you? We have the right to protest whatever we want. But the real way to break up that argument is to say, hey guys, isn't it awesome that we can build a mosque wherever we want, but also protest that shit? That diffuses the argument pretty fucking quickly. I don't know. I just don't want to be. I just don't want to be responsible for making people angrier and less happy than they have to be, because life is pretty shitty anyway, and to pile on that seems to me to be somewhat of a crime. So when I reach out to the decent atheist, the decent Christian, I don't do that because all of a sudden I'm becoming a Christian or I think that religion is good. I'm doing that because I want the person to understand that I don't hate them. I very much dislike their ideas, and I hate that person they become when they make a bigoted decision based on their religion, but I don't hate them, man. They're just doing what they're fucking doing. And if we can make the religious people see that there's more to us than anger, I think we'll get some good results. The anger has to stay a little bit. You have to have some energy, and it's good for getting attention, but it can't be all that there is. All right? We can't always be snarky and obnoxious, because that's all I'm fucking seeing. We have to be some sort of example to these people if we want to change their minds. Now, I might be totally, going way overboard here, because who's to say that that's your position? Well, my hope is to, if at all possible, help change people's minds. And I require a little bit more kindness for that. Sometimes it takes a long time to understand things that should be extremely simple. Man, it was like when I was, up until I was like 17 or 18, really, a lot of people didn't like me because I made a point of letting them know that I was smart, right? Which I guess is up for debate. I'm sure some people would disagree with me that I'm smart, but insofar as I am, I made a point of letting them know that I was, okay? And that does not have a very good effect. But when you keep your fucking mouth shut and you let that kind of thing come out naturally, then people like you for being smart. And this concept was like some sort of, it was a new beginning to my understanding of human beings that I know might sound extremely simple and stupid to a lot of you, but I just didn't get it. All right, man. And just like that, the religious people might not understand something that would seem simple and obvious to a lot of us, that we are not all just angry people that hate everything, but that we do love life and people and care about what happens to them. But if we don't, make a fucking effort to show them that, they're not going to know. We can't disown all the Christians. And frankly, I'd rather disown a lot of these atheists than a lot of these Christians. I don't know, man. I really hope this video has not been as convoluted as I think it has been. But if you understand what I'm saying, have a good day. Maybe I'll expand on this later. Comment. Tell me what you think about what I just said. If you think it was retarded, tell me. But I'm just trying to be slightly less angry. I'll talk to you folks later.